very, very well here in his opening race. Aaron Williamson in the 31 machine peels off another lap as I speak. With the chasing brief now, it's the 131 car, and that's Timmy Barnes. And Timmy Barnes, certainly one to be reckoned with, going very, very well here at Bovingdon Raceway. 144 in third place. He's one of our visiting drivers, making his debut actually. He's a Speedworth registered driver, Simon Taylor, making his debut here at Bovingdon this afternoon. So 31 leads from 131 and 144 in third position. That's the red car, the yellow car and the blue car with the yellow roof as they come past start control now. So there they go then, a bit of a challenge on now as Timmy Barnes begins to close in. Timmy Barnes, quite a good little driver, and certainly not terribly high in the points, which accounts for his starting position on the grid in this particular race, but nevertheless coming through very, very strongly is Timmy Barnes. We have a yellow situation, please, Mr. Starter. And I do believe that's caused by the Eamgun, very capable driver there of our Speedworth pace car. The 31 is the leading car at the moment. So they're going this time then, Mr. Starter. It's green flags. So the 31 car leads at the moment, having made about half a lapse. And a black cross for 131, please, Mr. Starter. Black cross for 131. And so a bit of confusion there on the waved yellow flag, but we'll sort that one out as the race develops. But it's 31 still our race leader at the moment, with second place car is 131. And Timmy Barnes then slides through on the inside of the 144 car there as the rest go passing by. Certainly the 199 car going very, very well indeed. As Scott Bourne, keep an eye out for this young man. He is the man to beat, the man to live with, the man to reckon with, and it's 5 laps to go next time, Mr. Starter, for your lead car, which is car 31. So it's 31 currently in the lead from 131, and then after that the 191 car currently in third position. That's Jimmy Galloway occupying third place now. 191 making his move around Adam O'Dell there, the 171 machine around the outside. Good bit of overtaking there by Jimmy Galloway in 191, currently in third place. That's the blue car with the red roof there. A nicely prepared car in 128 there by Russ Tyler. Now a Speedworth registered driver in that 128 car. But the 3-lap board is now being readied for the 31 car. And there he goes now, 31, continues on his way in the lead. That's Aaron Williamson there. So Williamson being overtaken by cars which are unlapping themselves. But nevertheless, it's Aaron Williamson that we have in lead position. And so with 2 laps to go. So still 31 continues on his way. He will be the man coming round, theoretically, to take the checkered flag. He's just got 1 more lap to go. 31 it is coming through. Some of the cars having unlapped themselves, but nevertheless the 31 machine of Aaron Williamson continues on his way. And perhaps a bit of a surprise win this for Williamson, but nevertheless a very, very difficult decision there where we had that minor stoppage in the centre of the race. But nevertheless, the checkered flag falls on the first one of 2006 to Aaron Williamson in the 31 car. We'll be right back very soon with the remainder of the results. Meanwhile, don't forget to sing along with King Edward's Sing Along CD and win yourself a complimentary ticket. It's green flags all the way as the rookie rods, these 1300cc and 1400cc cars get themselves into racing mode. .1200cc, okay, I stand corrected on that one. 1200cc cars, and 235 it is out there who takes up the lead. That's Danny Reed, who's showing them the way through at the moment. 204 though looks very, very threatening right on his tailgate. That's Stuart Waite, who's made his way through now on the Bovingdon turn and comes through this time to lead them through with 2 laps done. And a black cross for car 56, please, Mr. Starter. And 56. So there we are, 204 takes up the running now and puts quite a bit of space between himself and the chasing contenders. 235 goes through in second place, Danny Reed. And in third place, already moving through quite strongly, is Paul Barnes, the junior Southwest champion. There he is in the purple car, and a very, very quick contender up from the Ringwood Raceway to be with us this afternoon. And we'll keep an eye out for him. Certainly, if he can make it amongst the juniors, then he should be able to pop off a few of these seniors as he goes along. 200 then, moving through as well, is Steve Wright, making all the right moves. 226, a black cross, please, Mr. Starter, if you will. 79 holding one or two of the cars up there. They squeezed past on the inside and on the outside. 650 gets the runt end of that one, but poor old George Fitkin lives to fight another day as our leading car. 226, another black cross for him, Mr. Starter. 204 then, leads from second place, 235, then it's 210 and 200, 609 coming through after these, and 137 chasing, that's Matt Nerton then in around about 5th or 6th position at the moment. 246, a black cross for him, please, Mr. Starter. And now it's a good clear lead for the 205 car, 235, also out in clear water at the moment in second place, the all-yellow machine. But 204 looks like he's not going to be beaten. That's Stuart Waite, really already beginning to catch up some of the back markers here at Bovingdon in the first one of the new season for the rookie rods. But certainly some interesting racing going on. 216, please, Mr. Starter, a black cross for him. 204 then, by almost a half, certainly a full length of the straight now. 204 as the 10 laps are done now, and 10 to go. The halfway stage has been reached, but 204 now begins to tangle up with some of the back markers. But 235, the chasing car in second place now, almost a clear half a lap down. 204 then, absolutely running away with this one, Stuart Waite in the green car as he begins to pass some of the back markers. Surely these will slow his rate of progress down a bit. 210 now begins to encounter some problems from behind as he slows up perhaps the cars in 4th and 5th position there. 200 is not, in fact, 137, a black cross for him, Mr. Starter, and it is 200 is there. 200 is there in third place, and that's Steve Wright, the all, and a black flag, Mr. Starter, for car 246 as Uncle Fester in the 79 car gets a bit sideways in. We'll go to reds, Mr. Starter, we'll go to reds, please. Clark, of course, not happy with that one. And so it's a lap sheet order restart then for that. So there we go then, the cars get away, 2:04, and it's actually 7 laps to go. So with this one as they come through, it will be 6 laps to go, and 5 on the next two around, Mr. Starter. So 5 laps to go, and 2:04 has pulled forth an impressive, certainly got the pedal to the metal when it all mattered, but 200 now, attacking the second car, goes through, 200, takes up second position then, and looking good for Steve Wright, who certainly made a good attack there for that second race position. But our race leader, 2:04, Stuart Waite, who's certainly put quite a bit of space between him and the other contenders over the earlier stages of the race. He's doing it all over again. Look at this car go. Stuart Waite then comes through for the 4-lap signal this time through. Stuart Waite, 4 laps to go. Second place man, Steve Wright, 200, 4 laps to go. And a melee of drivers go over in third position, getting the best of all that. The 609 car is Keith Wareham, certainly looking very, very good, but 56 coming through very quick indeed. And goodness me, look at these cars go now. But our leader not having any problem picking off 1 or 2 back markers. The 2:04 car with 2.5 laps to go. Looking good for this one. The pale green car is your leader, 2:04, 200. The dark green car in second place now, and a real humdinger going on there for third position as the 59 car tries to get on terms with 609. Surely, and 56 I should say, round the outside of 609, and 56 doing his damnedest to get on terms there for third position. But with just a lap to go, 2:04, continues on his way, Stuart Waite, surely the winner of this one, 200 now, making his way past the back markers on the inside, and still this terrific dice over on the far side of the track between Keith Wareham in 609 and the 56 car of Phil Hampton. But our winner, 2:04, goes through, takes that checkered flag, 2:04 your winner, 200 there in second place, and the third position car was just 609 by a whisker. Goodness me, we've gone reds now. Please, Mr. Starter, to draw this one. Green flags all the way, and 419 it is who leads them away. And already we've got accidents here on the home straight. A very bent and battered looking 815 gets back into the fray amid howls of blue smoke, but he's still going. 815 there, back into the fray. That's Mick Mullicky at the helm of the 815 car, back and racing once again. But 419 leads them through, and that's Lee Bockings. And Lee, a very, very colourful character, a local man as well from Amersham. And Lee very, very quick, and it's Stinky. Stinky's moved through there into second place in the 24 car. Jason Cuddy certainly giving chase in the little Fiesta, the all black car there. Oh, and pushing Lee Bockings sideways, goes through. Oh, and Stinky who takes it up, Jason Cuddy then. So, 716 goes hard into the barriers there, but recovers from there. And a black flag for car 569, Mr. Starter. 569, a black flag. Okay, so let's see how Stinky's getting on. It's Jason Cuddy in the black Ford Fiesta leading this one now. And a tyre up on the top end there, not a wheel, just a tyre on the top end. So that's 769 shed, that one. He pulls it into the centre green. So just a tyre there on the top of the track, so not a problem. 618 continues his race. That's the very familiar figure once again there of our old mate Freddie Kinsella, the rollover man here at Bovingdon Raceway. A great character is young Freddie as well. Very likeable, him and his dad. But 77, Tony Bones O'Leary now trying to make his way through the list of contenders, and it's in second place there, the 419 car, making his way past one of the back markers in the 316 machine. Very smartly prepared car, that one, 316, but he gets spun in a 180 nevertheless, as 419 continues on his way, Lee Bockings. But he's surely got Stinky in his sights now as Lee Bockings. He's got a score to settle, of course, with Jason Cuddy out there in that 24 car. Coming through now, your race leader, just passing the stop-go line and into the pits corner already. That's Jason Cuddy in the 24 car, the Ford Fiesta. Number 24, Stinky, here he is coming through to peel off another lap. The all-black Ford Fiesta, car 24, your leader. And it's 5 next time through, Mr. Starter. 419 continues on his way in second place, and in third place now, it's the 112 car who's just had a 180 up there on the top bend, so he's fallen out of contention. And 232 goes through into second place then. 232 now, that's James Kingsbury up into second position. That's rather surprising with the flying 419 car having to concede that place, but 419 now through and making an issue of it there on the inside. But Stinky's car, the leader's car, he's misfiring badly as he comes up the home straight. And 232 and 419 are having a ding-dong battle for second place. The leader is gone, 24, Jason Cuddy. No, the car's going again as he comes back out in second place now. And 419. And it's a rollover for James Kingsbury. It's red flag, Mr. Starr, red flag, please. Red flag for that rollover for James Kingsbury in a very, very vulnerable position there on the exit of the fast track. It's green flags all the way, and it's banger action as 272 takes up the early lead. Dan Weathers in the Dad's Army colours there. 272, Dan Weathers leads from 770 in second place. 770, the young man making his debut here today, is Kyle Deemer. So 728, Black Cross, Mr. Starter for 329. And unusual to see a spot of bother there for the 340 driver. Usually well able to look after himself is Colin Jones. 756 and 503, all recipients of Black Crosses, Mr. Starter. 731 there having to turn himself round, as is the 869 car. And almost a roll over there for 717. And a black flag for 729, Mr. Starter. So problems for the 731 car. He's continuing nevertheless with a very, very crooked looking back wheel on there, but the car's still going, so all is fair in bagger racing. 775 though pulls into the centre green, and a disqualification for the 731 car. 272 with 5 laps done is our leading car. 329 in second place. That's Nick Parrish there in second place, so he's going well this afternoon. and a 729 in third. But it's 272 that leads Dan Weathers still. He's led from the off, but there's a horrible trail of blue smoke coming from the green and yellow machine now. Will he stay there? 329 begins to make his move. That's Nick Parrish. A very experienced driver is Nick Parrish, and he takes the lead. So Nick Parrish goes through the all-red car, the Vauxhall, currently on the pits bend. 329 is your leading machine from 272 there in second place. So Nick Parrish then, with a black cross against him, is the current race leader in this one. Coming up now to lap a few of the back markers, and it looks like problems once again for Colin Jones there, the 340 driver. And 705 gets himself in all sorts of a pickle, going up the home straight here, but gets it back under control. That's Dan Riddle in the Ford Fiesta there, but I think he's going to make a retirement this time through. Oh, and also more problems then for poor old Colin Jones. Look at the state of that car as he pulls that into the centre green. And 272 in the wars a bit at the moment as more smoke continues to billow from the car. It's 5 next time through for your leader, Mr. Starter, who at this moment in time is 329, and that's Nick Parrish. So the all-red car, just spinning the 679 round. Grumpy gets spun round by our race leader there, and in second place now is 816. Now black flag for 725, Mr. Starter. Black flag for 725. So 329 continues to lead from 756 has now taken up second place, with 816 in third position. So 329, your race leader, the all-red car, leading by almost half a lap now, I suspect, from the second place driver. And through he goes. There he is in 756 in second place. The red car with the black doors on is 756, just getting a bit tangled up there with 341, gives him a spin around and continues on his way. And 697 has made his way back onto the raceway now. But with just 2 laps to go for Nick Parrish this time, it's looking very, very good for him, for a race win there for Nick Parrish as he comes through the, I think that's a Vauxhall Belmont, if my information is correct, 329 then. The Vauxhall Belmont, the all-red car. My goodness, there's been a big mortality rate in this. Look at those cars there in the centre green. Hopefully a lot of them will go once again. But in second place now, it's still 756. 756 then in second place. Is there anything he can do about Nick Parrish's lead at this late stage of the race? I don't think so. John Hillston looks like he'll have to settle for second place as our race winner comes over the line, 329. Nick Parrish takes the win, and they're in second place coming through right now. It's 756 in second. There he goes, and third place is 816, very, very close on. And we will go to red now, please, Mr. Starter. Racing again, and once again it's the 31 car that's taken it up. Hopefully we won't have a stoppage in this one. There in the 138 car, Lewis Mitchell, that is the dynasty of racing in that family goes right back to the 1950s, of course, with the great Freddie Mitchell in the 38 car with the flashing lights. Anybody who's as old as me will remember that. No one's as old as me apparently, but there you are. Very, very nice to see another member of the Mitchell family beginning to race there in that 138 car, Lewis Mitchell. Although I have to say he hasn't had a lot of luck so far, but his luck will get better, believe me. Car 31 leads the way through, and 144 getting ever closer there in second place. Timmy Barnes chasing him in the all-yellow machine, 131 in third place. John, come and help me do the commentary. We've got a lost child at the commentary position. By the way, if anyone's lost their youngster, we'll be giving you all the details of that in a moment. It's 5 laps to go next time through, Mr. Starter, for your race leader. His name's Ryan, by the way. If anyone out there's lost a young man by the name of Ryan, pop round to see King Edward in start control, and we'll make sure you get it back. We might keep him here if he's a good commentator. He might be better than me, I don't know. However, back to the race, and car 31 is out there and still leading this one. 144 getting ever closer though, and now the race is really on as some of the other cars begin to make their way through and moving through into third position now. It's 191 coming on very, very strongly. Jimmy Galloway is out there in 131, and do you want to stand up there, Ryan? Yeah, stand up there, mate, and have a good look. Watch all the cars go around. That's the idea, mate. You've got an Easter egg there as well. Okay, that's the idea. Can you? Oh, he's over there. He's all right. He'll be around here in a minute. So 3 laps to go, and 2.5 laps it's down to now. A very, very good race. Change on second place. Look, the 191 cars going through, and 31 coming round like he's just got 2 laps to go. This one here got 2 laps to go. 31 through he goes, and 144 now. He's right with him. Look, and 193 is getting lapped, and 31 is still. Oh, 144 is falling back, but 191 very much. Oh, red, please, Mr. Stunner. Red flags, please. We have a car in trouble somewhere. And one car 140, so that will be a declared result there, Mr. Starter. So the 140 car in a very vulnerable. So we're calling Di and John. We've got young Ryan here in race control. That's the commentary box over on the south side of the circuit, the opposite side from the. So another very good clutch start then for the rookie rods. It's 200 predictably that takes up the running. 200 then with Steve Wright at the helm. That's not Steve Wright in the afternoon, it's Steve Wright at the Bovingdon Raceway. The dark green car, your leader. 235 and 204 having a big humdinger between themselves. 204 getting the better of it as they go through the turn on the Pitts Bend. So 204 through into second place already, Stuart Waite, and looks rather menacing in the mirrors of the 200 car there. Back at the back of the pack, let's say, oh, there's a bit of a coming together there for 1 or 2 of the cars. I believe John Smith was involved in that one, and the 64 car of Scott Locke. Also a bit of a moment for the 31 car of Peter Rosbottom there, but he's got away with that. And back out and racing. All the cars looking live and well at the moment. 200 leads from 204. 235 is next. 210 with 609 making a brave attack around the outside. 18 makes his way through. And 204 desperately trying to get on terms with the 200 car, which is the pacemaker of the race now. 235 just behind these. 609 could be the man to watch. Going very, very well is Keith Wareham, and certainly not so far back in the pack this time as he was at this stage of the race of the first heat of the day. 235 then, 609, 210 occupying position 3, 4 and 5 on the track. It's a retirement from 226, Ian Palmer, who makes his way to the safety of the infield. 215 likewise makes his way into the centre green as well. That's Lee Ribbons. But the rest of the cars go racing on. 200 still leads with a slightly narrower lead now from car 204. Then it's 235 and 609. Car 18, 216, 210, 246 with 56, making his way right around the wide outside. There is oil on the track. The blue spot in the middle of the white flag denotes oil on the track. Our start marshal, Vince Sharp, aware of that, warning the cars that there is oil on the track. It is slippery out there. 152 makes his way to the infield as well now. 152 pulls it into the centre green, but all the cars should now be aware of slightly slippery conditions as the 130 car does a 360 up there on the pits bend. So back to the leaderboard, and it's 200 still up there in the command of this race. Steve Wright on the Bovingdon afternoon 200, still your race leader, and still the 204 car with the chasing brief there in second place, getting ever closer now. 204 getting it a bit sideways as he piles in to the pits bend there, but 200 keeps him at bay. 200 from 204 with 235 still in third place, and 609 still desperate to get on terms there in fourth position. 18 now beginning to catch up with the 609 car. But who's it going to be? Well, it's a life and death struggle now as the 204 car is absolutely with car 200. It's surely going to be between these two. I hope a bit of contact there doesn't break up the race between these two, because 200 and 204 very, very equally matched. 204 has now got into the slipstream of the 200 car, and it is certainly anybody's race. This 20-lap race now is certainly looking good for these two as the blue flag is waved to one of the slower cars in front of these two, just about to be lapped, the 137 car, but 204 is through now, and 200 has to settle for second place. And very, very dominant performance here this afternoon by Stuart Waite. It will be 5 laps next time through, Mr. Starter. We'll go red, 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 Mr. Starter, please. Red, red, red. And a car, and we will be having a lap sheet order restart for this one, Mr. Starter. A very vulnerable car there. Cross for 609 and 18, Mr. Starter, when you get the opportunity. It will be 5 laps to go next time through. So 609 and 18 jumping the start there, so a black cross for each of those, and 5 laps to go this time through. Meanwhile, it's back at the front of the pack, and the 204 car continues to make progress there at the helm of the race. In fact, the leadership of the race, 204, very, very swift car indeed. Stuart Waite now making his lead felt over the 200 machine of Steve Wright. Not able to get on terms. The 609 car lying in third place there, and to the outside run, the 18 car of Malcolm Burton. 246. Very, very strong, very quick indeed coming through there. 246, Derek Russell, the Southwestern champion, round the outside, and certainly seeing what he can do about this third place. And goodness me, this is a big challenge by Russell around the outside. The Nova absolutely giving it everything it's got. But 204 continues on his merry way in a very, very strong leading position. Stuart Waite peels off another lap now, followed by the 200 car of Steve Wright. But this is where it's all at, and for third place is absolutely neck and neck between 3 cars here. 609 just got his number just in front once again now. Keith Barham. It's all happening for third place as 246 desperately tries and struggles to make his way around the outside. It's not working for him though, as 609 just a tad slower along the straight. 31 a bit vulnerable now on the exit to the pits bend, but the checker flag is out and waving for a race winner. Stuart Waite takes the win in 204. We will go straight to red, please, Mr. Starter. This all-in banger race, the first time when they're all in. Some 46 cars out there, I'm told. That's not bad either. So there we are, it's a clutch start, and absolutely everybody gets away with the 729 car leading them round, and that is in the capable hands of Lee Condon. Lee Boy leads them with Stinky on the outside run in the 24 machine. So it's Stinky looking to make his way. Oh, and already a spinner up here on the top bend. 329 329, the earlier race winner, is around the wrong way, but 24 is through, and 24 takes up the running. It's Jason Cuddy in the black Fiesta, making his way through. Oh, goodness me, and they're all getting involved. Look, oh, dear me, did you see that one go in? It's happening all around the raceway here. So a big spinner there for 777. 707 makes his way into the infield. 699 a retirement. The 341 car. Very nasty position there just as the cars are leaving the bend. Leaving the pits bend. 112. That's Pete Stevens making his way through. Oh, and it is happening everywhere. 722 sent absolutely spinning and flying away there. 907. Oh, just takes a clip to the... Oh, 907, dearie me. It's all happening for him. It's not a happy scene there. 135 making his way through, the 2001 track champion. That's Kevin Payne in car 135. Having a good one in this as 333 gets very sideways and takes a full spin round there. That's Ratty. But he comes to join 24, followed by 756. And 729 currently in third place. So 24 gets a spin. Oh, he's up the green bank. Yeah, it's all over for Jason Cuddy. He's spun out there. The car has stalled. He's out of the car. Oh, poor old Jason Cuddy. So 756, the red car with the black doors, takes up the running. And always pushed sideways into some of the cars as Keithy Boy goes through on the inside. 529 then takes it up now. 529 with 756 on his inside, but Keithy Boy and the black flag 232. Black flag for 232, Mr. Starter. 529 then takes up the running with 756 now holding second place. 529 though, Keithy Boy is your race leader. This is the estate car, the blue estate car with the yellow top to it. 529, your race leader, that's Keith Conlon. And a black flag again for 194, please, Mr. Starter. And it's 5 laps next time through, if you will. 5 laps next time through, if you will, please, Mr. Starter. That's 194, taking the black flag there for the second time. 529. 529, the blue and yellow estate car making its way up here now, Mr. Starter, is 5 laps to go. And 817, obviously not quite understanding the rules about the centre green and not crossing the grass there. That will be a black flag, Mr. Starter, please, from the clerk of the course for 817 when he comes round. 808 as well, Mr. Starter, for a black flag, if you will. So 817 back up on the grass again, so that's definitely an admonishment for him from the clerk of the course. So 329, we've got a change on the lead now as 756 takes up the running. John Hilsden takes up the running in the latter stages of the race. 756, it's Hilsden. 529 gets spun aside there by 272, the former leader, but it's 756 is the back in the lead again, and he's spun into a 180 now. So who takes up the lead from him? 77, Tony Bones O'Leary comes through now with 3 laps to go, and he finds himself in the lead. 756, actually, no, he's still just in front. That's black flag for 717, if you will, Mr. Starter, and it's 756 who's regained the lead. The red car coming round now, Mr. Starter, with the black doors on, has 2 laps to go, and he's in the lead. 756, your leader. Tony Bones O'Leary in second place in the 77 car. Third at the moment on the track is the 280 car. He's very much in contention. That's Mark Reddick. Mark Reddick there in third, but with just 1 lap to go now. Coming forward to take the last lap board, it's 756. Finds himself back in the lead. John Hilsden once again back in the lead. The all-red car with the black doors is your leader. 77 is in second place. The cream-coloured car with the blue on, 77, Tony Bones O'Leary in second. But here is your leader taking the win. 7-1-5-6. John Hilston wins. Tony Bones O'Leary in second place. 280 crosses the line in third. That's Mark Rennick. What a race that was, my goodness me. Banger racing at its very best. Keep some more coming through, if you will, Mr. Starter. Some of these cars are a lap or so down. 786. So there we are, a bit of a spin round for the 193 car of Rebecca Bourne as can't think of his name now. Adam O'Dell got up the inside there, bit of a coming together, but don't think too badly of all of that. It's 31 back into the lead once again, as we've seen in the last couple of races. They're very, very strong contender. Young Aaron Williamson in the 31 car. Very, very good racing car he's got there. 144, as we've seen again in the past, giving chase. Simon Taylor, not quite on terms at the moment, but certainly a couple of back markers there to slow down the 31 car. And he'll have to go around the outside, which may just give the 144 car a bit of a chance to catch up there. Simon Taylor, 144 with the watching brief. 131 making his way through into third place now is Timmy Barnes in the all-yellow machine as he comes through the Bovingdon turn. It's 191 on his tail, going very, very quick is Jimmy Galloway today. Certainly one of today's stars of the mini stocks racing in that multicoloured machine there. 191 looking very, very swift indeed. Behind these we've got 530, 116, 173, 174, 165, 162, 509, 171, and then we see the 199 car of the guy who has to start from the back at the moment, leading the series, the 199 car with a silver roof, top of the points of course at the moment. That is Scott Bourne. So there we go again with the 31 car peeling off another lap now, and in second place Stewart's the 144 car. He's getting a bit of a challenge now from 199, who's certainly absolutely doing everything he can to get on terms. There he goes through on the inside of the Bovingdon turn. Bit of a nudge there as he goes through, but nevertheless takes that second place away. And it's Jimmy Galloway now with his nose into second place. And 131, Timmy Barnes wants to have a slice of the action as well as he creeps up on Simon Taylor in the 144 car. Taylor will have to keep a watch on his mirrors there as Barnes makes his way through on the inside. The challenge is on. Bit of a pushing match going on between these two as the 173 car makes its way through there on the inside. That's Jack Harrington in a very nice new looking machine, and it's 5 to go next time through, Mr. Starter, for your lead car. Aaron Williamson in car 31. He's certainly high, wide and handsome and unchallenged at the moment out there in the lead of this one. 31 leads from 191 in second place. Then it's Jack Harrington in third in the 173 car. Fourth place currently, the 131 machine of Timmy Barnes. So the countdown is on now. Have we got enough laps left in the race for the flying 191 car of Jimmy Galloway to get on terms with Aaron Williamson in 31? Certainly, I've seen stranger things happen in mini stocks racing, and he's certainly piling on the pressure now, is Jimmy Galloway. He's got the lead down now to about 7 or 8 car lengths between the two of them, as Aaron Williamson is getting a bit messed around now by some of these back marking cars, but 31 certainly knows his way around the outside of the Bovingdon Raceway. But 191 does look that important bit faster with 2.5 laps to go now. This one is coming up to a grandstand finish. 31 around the outside of the back markers, chased hard by Jimmy Galloway. In 191 it's neck and neck now, with just a lap and 3/4 still to go. 31, a very quick car, but being chased down by an even quicker Jimmy Galloway in car 191 with just a lap and a quarter to go. This is going down, right down to the wire as the last lap board goes out, and still in the lead is Aaron Williamson. But will he hang on? Oh, and the Jimmy Galloway car just tries to flip him out of the way there, but misses. 140, will he play a part in this one? As Aaron Williamson goes to the inside. Oh, it's all going to happen as they come up to the line, but Williamson holds on in 31 from Jimmy Galloway in car 191. Third place over the line, it's the 173 machine of Jack Harrington, and in fourth position then, I think that was Timmy Barnes in 131, so 210, but 200 quickly up under the inside there. Steve Wright takes up the running. So Steve Wright in the dark green car, now your leader from the maroon coloured car of 210, who is the junior Southwest champion. That's young Paul Barnes, one of our younger drivers, very much so, but a very, very swift machine, that one. 200 leads from 210, 235 in third, 609, got a good start this time in fourth place, but already 204 is right there and mixing it with the rest of the drivers. Stuart Waite absolutely can't wait to get on terms out there with the front-running 200 car. He's having to go around the outside though in his bid to get on terms this time, and it's not going to be that easy for him. He's certainly going to have to get the pedal to the metal as they all come down the home straight there. Very, very tight racing for that second race position, and a bit of contact there, I suspect, between 235, 210 and 204. Finds his way down the inside easily enough there. Goodness me, that was a good move by 204 Stuart Waite, and promotes him up to second place now. The man that he's still got to beat though is the old enemy Steve Wright in the 200 car, with something like a 20 length car advantage for Stuart Wright at the moment. So Steve Wright 200 passes the line, then it's 204, the chasing driver there, Stuart Waite. It's surely between these two as some of the more experienced drivers try to make their way through from the back of the pack. 280 there, having a good run this time. 251 though, squandering himself at the back of the pack, having to take the outside line and not really getting on terms this time. But 200 and 204 have distinguished themselves from the rest of the pack now. 235 currently holding on to third place, but it's Malcolm Burton, the younger Malcolm Burton, there through on the inside in the 18 car. .204 continues there in second place. 216 and 18, both casualties of the last lap of the race there. Didn't quite see the incident that happened, but 200 and 204 now absolutely clear of the rest of the pack. Surely the decision on this race will be one of these two cars. And a black cross, Mr. Starter, for car 137, if you will, please. 137, a black cross for him. But the rest go racing by 200 now. Finds the back markers begin to loom up in front of him. Could this be the moment of the race that the 204 driver has been looking for all along as they go into the middle sections now of the race? Stuart Waite has got the 200 car of Steve Wright lined up in his sights because there are back markers looming up in front. Still going 251, a black cross please, Mr. Starter. The 18 car still looks a bit vulnerable there as the cars all exit the third corner, but we'll keep an eye on the situation over there. The driver is safely out of the car and hoping against hope that the car will remain safe on the corner there. 130 has a bit of front end damage, finds himself in the centre green. Retirements also from 609 and Mr. Blackman over there, but the rest of the cars go racing by. 210 is at the front of a bit of a gaggle of cars here, all racing for central positions. 210, 97, 251 at the moment as they fall back through. And a black flag for 216 please, Mr. Starter. Black flag 216. And a bit of contact there between 235 and 64 as they pass the starter's box. and it's 5 laps next time through, Mr. Starter, for your leading driver, who is still the 200 car, but there is a bit of contact there between 200, 204, 137 as they get through the back marker on the inside. 200 goes a tad wide, 204 tries to tuck in. It's all happening here as Steve Wright continues to lead the race, but 204 doing his damnedest now. Stuart Waite to get on terms with his front running car with just 4.5 laps to go for 200. 4.5 laps to go for the second place man, Stuart Waite. Will he make it the hat-trick here this afternoon? The pale green car versus the dark green car. There's more back markers beginning to loom up in front of these two now, but 200 continues to lead. There's nothing that 204 can do about it. The differential in speed is not sufficient for the 204 car to mount an outside attack around the outside. He's got to try and find a spot on the inside now with 2.5 laps to go. There's another 2 back markers looming up in front. Could this be the chance that he's waiting for? Stuart Waite then. The 2 green cars is what it's all about. The dark green car leads from the pale green car as they cross the line now with 2 laps to go. It's 200 that leads from 204, 235 and 152 are up ahead. Their back markers now. Is there anything that this is going to happen in this race as the 137 car over there steams away, and the black cross for 64 if you possibly can, Mr. Starter. But it's the last lap of the race now. 200 continues in the lead from 204. 235 has got is right at the tail end of the pack now, but the checker flag is raised and it's a win for the 200 car of Steve Wright. He got out there, he did what he had to do. We go red, please. So all hell breaks loose here at Bovingdon Raceway once again as last year's champion gets taken out there towards the centre green by one of the other entrants. That's Pip Brooks in the 13 car, and he dives through the centre there and back into the raceway. All problems once again for the 340 machine there of one of our leading contender drivers in that 340 car. That's Colin Jones, and he's really had his problems here at Bovingdon Raceway this afternoon. Nevertheless, virtually all of them are up and running. Haven't seen much from Howard Swallow, and 112 Pete Stevens, the leader at the moment. Pete is very much a man to have your money on. Pete Stevens, of course, an ex-V8 racer. In fact, I think he's raced in just about every formula that we've got, and he's always been a potent force, but he's been spun there by 705, who's taken him round in a 180, and it's 24 is second at the moment, and Howard Swallow, 412, is our leader. Howard Swallow, who did so well to be runner-up in the racing here last season at Bovingdon, is back up there again. 412. Howard Swallow is leading this one in the grey and blue car. 24 Stinky is second. He's just rejoined the raceway now, and 232 has just spun him round in a 180. James Kingsbury, who is a very potent force as well around Bovingdon, and James Kingsbury doing very, very well at the moment. Oh, almost goes into the 280 car. Oh, crashing all the way. James Kingsbury is certainly very, very slow. I don't think he's going to pick up. Oh, goodness, that was a heavy hit there for Keithy Boy in the 529 car, who was turned aside there into the Armco. He's going no further in that one. Red flag, please, Mr. Starter. Red flags. And that will be a lap sheet order restart for the final of this one. And green flag waves, and we are up and racing once again. It's Howard Swallow who leads them away from James Kingsbury in 232. Then the 775 car of James Simpson next in line, followed by Pete Stevens in 112. 869 is next, and then 341. As they come round and peel off another lap. Oh, it's trouble. Oh, and it's, goodness me, that was a heavy old clump there for 869, but Howard Swallow not having the best of this. It's Pete Stevens who's away and at it again, and James Kingsbury blocking the path of Howard Swallow there for second and third positions as 341 comes through, but it's Pete Stevens who's running away with this once again in car 112. Certainly a sure bet. He was very sure-footed here last season. Pete Stevens in the 112 car. He loves these old Vauxhall Cavaliers. I think that's another one he's got hold of there. So Vauxhall Cavalier, Pete Stevens, 112 will be 5 laps to go next time through, Mr. Starter. Back into second place now, James Kingsbury in 232, and into third place, the 775 machine of James Simpson. Oh, and Kingsbury goes sideways there as, and he takes him out. Yes, he takes the second place car. Oh, and 412 goes round with a flat tyre, I think that is, and cars absolutely crashing and smashing each other here at Bovingdon Raceway as we go round and round and round, but it's problems for Howard Swallow. And 341's now second, if we have almost a track blockage right in front of him, but it's 112 who's continuing on his way. Pete Stevens, your race leader in the brown and silver car. 112 in second place now. It's 341. And a black flag for 704 if you possibly can, Mr. Starter. But 341 now, the current holder of second race position, 341. 775 dropped back a lap down now. He's also got a flat tyre. But 112, it's Pete Stevens now. Peeling off another lap. Oh, and 2 more cars end up absolutely smashed to smithereens here in the Armco. There's a lump of exhaust pipe laying on the track. 232, inviting other cars in, and 716 is gone, I'm told, and 112 now is just cruising round to take the checker flag with just a half a lap to go. It's Pete Stevens in 112 coming down to take this checker flag. Here he is now. Pete Stevens takes the race win in car 112. Howard Swallow there, not going to finish. We will go straight to red, please, Mr. Starter. Straight to red there, and a number of cars all getting involved in a bit of a DD here on the home straight, but nevertheless a fine race win for the blue and silver car of the Speedworth scrutineer himself. Pete Stevens does it again with yet to the... It's Adam O'Dell leading them through. Adam O'Dell 171 leading this race through. The 31 car taking a wide outside line. Aaron Williamson all around the outside, but Adam O'Dell going very, very well. Young Adam, he's had a bit of a difficult start to his racing career, but he's certainly going very well out here in this afternoon's extra race for the mini stocks. Is Simon Taylor there in car 144. Perhaps not the smartest of body shows, but by goodness, he's got something under the bonnet of that car, hasn't he? 144 then closing up very, very quickly, Simon Taylor. So 171 still leads Adam O'Dell. Oh, and they're coming together there between second and third. 31 Aaron Williamson and the 144 car. Oh goodness, and Williamson comes off worst of that. So 144 Simon Taylor takes it up there in second place. He's chased hard now by the 131 car of Timmy Barnes. Just behind Barnes, it's the 530 machine, a visiting driver, Danny Stevens, and behind him 116 is lined up. That's John Smith. One of our East Anglian drivers from the Speedworth fold, of course, John Smith, and a very, very quick young man is John. I've watched him around the tracks, and very, very, goodness me, that red, 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 please, marshals, red everywhere, red, please. That was a very, very heavy impact there. Goodness me, and Jamie Lee Potter is down. The green flag falls, and it's Adam O'Dell first over the line and racing for it this time as the 144 car goes wide in a bid to go around the outside. Timmy Barnes immediately takes advantage of that and hugs the inside lane and takes that second place away. So it's Timmy Barnes now who's moved up into second place, but Adam O'Dell's having none of that, gets the pedal hard down in the 171 car, and he's away. Adam O'Dell really going well in this one, and it's pleasing to see young Adam O'Dell following, of course, in the steps of his elder brother Dean O'Dell, who was track champion here in mini stocks. And Adam O'Dell now beginning to follow those footsteps very, very well indeed. He's really going for it here this afternoon. I'm not quite sure what he's going to do now that he's come up behind the back marker. He's going round, which is the only real thing he can do. He's not allowed to pass him out of the way. So it's Adam O'Dell now around the outside. Oh, gets tangled up with the Armco though, but he's still there. But through on the inside now goes the absolutely flying 116 car. And it'll be 5 next time, Mr. Startup, but it's John Smith who takes up the lead now in 116, followed by 174 and 173. These guys really racing for second place, but 116 has his nose out in front now. Is there anybody who's going to argue with that, I wonder? 173, having got past now the 174 car, Jack Harrington has the eyes of the 166 car out in front of him. He's got his eyes on that one, but 173, Jack Harrington, I'm not sure if he really has got the oomph to get on terms. It looks as though he has actually. He's made up quite a bit of space as we go into the closing laps of the race on 116, and this is going to go right down to the wire. It's 116 leading from 173 and 174, 144 falling back now in third position, in fourth place I should say, and 131 in fifth place. Timmy Barnes is still right there, but it's 116 being overtaken now on the inside by 173, who goes through and takes up the running with 2.5 laps to go. Surely though 116 isn't going to let him have it all his own way. John Smith tries to make a comeback, but Jack Harrington absolutely flying. But Smith certainly not a beaten driver yet, as Harrington tries to put a bit of space between himself and Smith. Smith comes back again very fast on the entrance to the corners there. Oh, and a bit of a mistake there from Harrington allows Smith around the outside. Oh, goodness me, look at this. What a race we're having as a bonus race here as we go into the very last lap now. John Smith is your leader from 174. The bumper goes in. Who's it going to be? Smith goes to the outside. 174 on the inside. Jack Tuffin. Tuffin takes the race. 174 from 116. Oh, what a race that was. 173 home and dry in third place. Oh, it's red flags now, but what a race. Don't forget then, boys and girls, to cheer for those cars that are your particular favourites. At the moment, there's 1 or 2 going round very, very comfortably indeed. There's 1 or 2 that have lost the caravans. They're okay as long as they don't lose the trailers. And 316 is making a very neat job of things. The old curtain's flapping outside there. Oh, goodness me. 194 Cecil is still going. And the 697 still got the trailer going along behind him though. That's the main thing. 310 is still up and racing with half a caravan left. And who's it going to be? Who's the last man running? That's what it's all down to here at Bovingdon Raceway. 725 is still up and running, albeit a bit slow around the centre green there, but he's up and going. And that's James Kingsbury. He's picked up another half of his own caravan there, and 725 keeps going on the inside. 705 being chased by Cecil in 194. Jim Bob Does seem to be in a bit of a heat though. So we've got Cecil and Billy Woods, the 725 machine, who's reasonably competitive still, but on the inside green is Dave Newell. 232 James Kingsbury got a spark of life back into the car again. He's going round. 310 Uncle Fester is still there. That's Mark Longhurst. But these cars really do need to square up to each other now and see who's going to be the last one standing. Start waving the blue flag, if you will, Mr. Starter, and get some of these cars to crash into each other. There's a car up on the pitch bend there. The wheels are spinning away, but unfortunately nothing in contact with the ground still. 705 still going for it. Billy Wood is still over there. 732 is still running. So we now have 4 runners by the seam of things. There's Cecil in 194, Jim Bob in 232, and Jim Bob's going for the tail end of Cecil's car. Oh, that looked painful as the spin around took place there. 310 also still going. That's Uncle Fester in the shape of Mark Longhurst there in 310. 705, Billy Wood. And it's just 2 cars now seem to be running to me. I can't see a lot of other movement. 2 cars have got themselves tangled up there on the far side. Oh, and another one piles in, but 705 manages to escape. 310 is still going. And Cecil is going, but he's lost the caravan. He's lost the caravan, so it's a black flag for Cecil, Mr. Starter. Unfortunately, if he loses the caravan, he's no longer able to take part. So it's a black flag for Cecil as he comes through. Unfortunately, no caravan on the back of Cecil's car, so he has to retire the car there. And the 705 though, not the case with him. 316 is indeed still running. That's Stuart Morris now, has untangled himself, and I think that is within the rules of the clerk of the course. He's nodding, so all is well. There's apparently a car gone upside down. That is 316. And Stuart Morris, we'll just see how we'll keep all the other cars away from that one. And is there anybody now in contention, or is Uncle Fester the winner? Mark Longhurst. Shall we do a countdown from 15? Countdown from 10, anybody? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6,